What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality. Guys, today we have a real talk, all right? And I'm just going to get right into it, okay? I see all kinds of people all over the internet every single day complaining about how modern culture is soft and how it's weak and how, you know, we're not able to do what our grandfathers did and our great-grandfathers did. Yeah, and guess what? That is by design. The machine that they have built is designed to keep you weak, okay? Every single thing, if you are paying attention to it, is working to make you more comfortable. It's designed to keep you soft. It's designed to be more convenient, easier access, instant, everything, okay? This is the problem that people are not recognizing. Nobody is out here pointing out that the system doesn't work, okay? When you look at what's going on in the world and you see all these people who seem to not have any care in the world or any understanding of what to do, you have to understand that they have been programmed by a system that has engineered them to be slaves. And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense, okay? They start off in school when you're real little, and what do they tell you? They say you could be anything you want. You can be an astronaut. You could be a professional athlete. You could cure cancer. You could be the president, all right? But as you grow and as you get older, the conversation starts to spin. It starts to become, well, you need to be more realistic. You know, that's going to be really hard to do. You know, not everybody gets to do that. And then as you get even older, it becomes even worse. Don't forget where you came from. You're becoming materialistic. You're starting to get greedy. You're not very humble. Yeah, that's the point. The point is to stand out. The point is to create a version of yourself that is immune from the system that is designed to make us weak. If you think about how most people live, most people do the exact same thing every day. They have been programmed their entire life. Think about the things that are said in television. Think about the things that are said in social media. Think about the overall attitude that people have. They want to wake up. They want to put in their 40 hours. They want to brag about how they put in their 40 hours like it's some sort of exceptional thing. They say things like, I pay my bills. I pay my taxes. I go to work. Yeah, you're supposed to. That is the bare minimum, bro. Okay, so it should be no surprise that when we look around, we are dealing with the product of a system that produces weakness. Okay, and then on top of it, what do we have now? We have all this social media. We have all this entertainment. We have all of these things designed to take our attention away from the fact that we are not becoming what it is we're supposed to be. It is manufactured compliance. It is manufactured obedience. It is intentionally manufactured oppression that we just never, ever notice because it's what we hear all the time. Think about it. Think about what your teachers told you. Think about what you heard from your parents. Think about what you heard from your aunts and uncles. Think about it. Eventually, they stopped encouraging you, and then they started to pull your dreams back. They started to make sure that you don't want to go out there too far. You don't want to forget where you came from. Sometimes forgetting where you came from is the best thing you could ever do. Okay? So you have to understand that when you set out to become better, when you set out to become great, when you set out to do something that nobody you know and nobody in your family has ever done, you are going to face massive resistance because of how they have been infected by the system. Okay? We could go out there and we could build anything. We could become the main characters. We could do all of these things. But most people can't get over the fact that nobody wants to support them. Nobody wants to cheer for them. Nobody believes in them. Well, how the can anybody believe in you if they have never seen what it is that you're trying to do actually be produced? And then on top of that, they've never seen you do anything meaningful. They've never seen you follow through. They've never seen you hold the standard that you say you're going to. Okay? And every time you have designed a goal for yourself, you have fallen short because you get sucked into the mentality and the culture that is weaponized in society against you. You start looking for the shortcut. You start looking for the easier path. You start telling yourself that the weekends are the best part of your week and you hate your job. You start telling yourself anything you need to tell yourself to let yourself off the hook from doing what it is you've always wanted to do. And then you're surprised that it doesn't happen for you. Bro, you have to understand what's going on here. Everything they promote is designed to keep you soft. They sell you comfort and call it freedom. They sell you dopamine and call it happiness. They sell you convenience like it's success, like the ultimate prize in life is doing the least amount of work. It's not. That is the cultural trap that is set. That is the narrative. That is what we are taught. And you're being programmed every single day to avoid hardship, to numb yourself with content and scrolling and sports and entertainment, anything that will keep you from seeing the problem that actually needs to be solved in yourself. Okay? Comfort culture, the culture that has been created, fast, now, easy, convenient, is designed to lure you in and put you to sleep so you can't see the chains that they are putting on you. The chains of luxuries and conveniences and instant and now and free and no effort. These are the things that will crush your life. Every single shortcut, every single corner cut, every single avoidance of pain and hard work and frustration that comes with building anything great is moving you closer to them and further away from everything that you've ever wanted to be. Okay? This attention addiction, this comfort culture, this is designed obedience. They've hijacked our focus. They've hijacked our potential. They've done everything they can to convince us that we shouldn't even try. They've removed the will to fight. And now we've got millions of men scrolling and snacking and doing everything they can to have the easiest life possible. But guess what? Freedom doesn't exist in the easy. It exists in the hard. Everything that you're chasing, the happiness, the fulfillment, the end product, who you want to be, how you want to live, these things exist in the hard. If you want freedom, you've got to go the complete opposite way of everybody else. You've got to turn off the noise. You've got to turn up the work, and you have to train your mind to be disciplined, to be hard, to execute, especially when you don't want to. You've got to starve your weaknesses completely and stop living like a pawn. Stop letting them insult you by making them believe this is somehow supposed to be easy. Okay? Because this culture, the one we live in currently, it's not broken by accident. It was built to break you intentionally. And it is up to you to become the resistance to that. But you got to break free of these chains. You've got to understand that the reason that nobody believes in you isn't necessarily because they don't love you. It's because they can't think outside the invisible chains that have been placed on them by society. Okay. And if you ever want them to break out and understand, then you have to become what you say you're going to become, because none of those people will believe it until they see you do it. Okay. So when we talk about personal excellence being the ultimate rebellion, you have to understand that every single person that goes out there and builds what it is they want to build and becomes who it is they want to become and creates what it is they want to create is a glaring representation of the fact that you can do anything. And that's a big problem for the system that is designed to keep you exactly where you are. Okay? You were not born to be another one of them. You were not born to be a regular Joe. This is why you never feel comfortable with it. This is why you always think bigger. You always think what if or what could be. If you were completely satisfied with where you are, you wouldn't even have these thoughts. You wouldn't even have these dreams of more. You wouldn't even have this deep inside your soul drive to become more. It wouldn't exist because you'd already be fulfilled and happy. So guys, you have to understand this. If you want things to change, you have to change, and you have to be very serious about it. Okay? Men and women for the last 250 years have died, been injured, lost their families, sacrificed their lives for you to have an opportunity to be great. And not enough of us are out here exercising that opportunity the right way. We talk about it, we bitch about it, we cry about it, but how many of us are out there building, becoming, and creating a life that shows people what's possible? Because if you don't fight the culture, this culture will own you. This is a war for your mind. It's a war for your heart. It's a war for your soul. And most of these people have already lost. And the reason they've lost is because they don't know a single person. They haven't witnessed a single person become the best version of themselves and do great things. And that's why it's on you.